everybody, thank you for joining me, Krista with Imagine That Scrapbooks and Gifts for ITTV Presents Try It Out Thursdays, week number 39. This week we are going to be playing with a great tool. It's the We Are Mini 8 Punches. We're going to be making this fun and bright card right here. But before we get started on making this card, I do need to pick a winner from last week's ITTV Presents, week number 38. And the winner from that week is Miss Shelley Law. If you'll please email us at imaginethatscrapbooks@yahoo.com, we'll make sure we get our prize out to you. And if you'd like to be a winner for ITTV Presents, make sure you leave a comment this week on this week's video, either on Facebook or on YouTube, for your chance to win a prize. Alright, let's go get started. Okay, so for today's card, what we're going to be using is the Mini 8 Punches by We Are Memory Keepers. These are fun punches to add that die cut shape to any project. So they came out originally with their Lucky 8 punches and then later on came out with the Mini 8. They have a lot of similarities but also some differences. The Mini 8 punches, if you're familiar with the large Lucky 8, the main difference between the Mini and the large is the Mini gives you this shape right here. You're going to start out with a 6x6 square, and it does not allow you to choose the inner and the outer cuts. You can alter the size and the shape depending on what size of paper you start with, but they get their name because they actually take 8 punches in order to achieve this shape here. So for this particular card, we're going to start with our 6x6 square. These are great if you have those 6x6 pads, or just cut any paper into a 6x6, and you're going to punch it 8 times. So 1, 2, and what I'm doing is actually lining the corner of my paper with the corner there. 3, 4. So you have this funny little shape here, and now what we're going to do is actually flip it over and punch it 4 more times, and that's what's going to give us the 8 punches. Normally I would lean over and do this, but so my head's not in the shot, I'm just going to lift my punch up towards me. And the same thing, I'm just lining it up with the edges there and punching. Now this can go through all sorts of weight of paper. We've done up to 85 pound. You don't want to do things like chipboard with this because it is a little too thick for the delicate punch. Alright, so now we have our Mini 8 punch. But what I'm going to do is actually add this to a card, so I'm going to cut it in half. I don't need this full shape for the card. Alright, so I'm just going to set that off over there and start building my card. These are really fun too to add to page layouts because they give you that great doily shape. There's all sorts of different shapes that you can play with. This one here tends to be my favorite just because it kind of does resemble more of that typical doily. Alright, now our coupon code for this week is Mini 8. So make sure you check out the great promotion that we are having in store on all of the Mini 8 punches. We do have all of them in stock, so come check them all out. Alright, just our finishing touches here. This is a really pretty line by Bo Bunny. I love the colors. Get to do a little bit more feminine colors, of course, now having a girl. So I get to have a little fun with that. Alright, well I'm going to trim off these edges real quick because I don't want that overhang. And there you go. A fun card using the We Are Memory Keepers Mini 8 punches. Alright, well we'll see you next week.